What's going on, guys? Today we're going to be doing Boruto episode 27 review titled A Shinobi Bout of Friendship.
Niggas get bored, and I keep the semi-glock Glock 44 with a beam. Fuck nigga know what I mean. Bitch, I be serving the beans. What? I turn your little brother to fiend. What? Ha. What? I turn your little brother to clean. I'm serving the clean.
And to be honest, the beginning half of this episode was really entertaining, and we knew from last week that it was going to be entertaining. And we got some more backstory of Kagura, but before we get into that, I want to address the new intro. And all I gotta say is, I don't dislike the new intro, but I do like the first intro better. And there was a new outro, but I don't really have an opinion on it. It's just kind of an outro. No one really watches the outro. When outro hits, everybody turns it off and goes and watch something else, or goes and starts reading manga. But the outro, I did watch it full through, and it wasn't that bad. I mean, it was an outro, like, not that important. So, we did find out Kagura is the 4th Mizukage's grandson, and that he's got some bad blood in him. That he, every time he wields a sword, something goes wrong, and he just ends up massacring whoever's in front of him. And this has made him super scared to wield a sword, even though he is extremely good with one. And we did find out at the end of the episode, Boruto and everybody like built his courage up and made him feel like another person, and so he wanted to take the swordsman test to get one of the legendary swords. So I thought that was really cool, and I'm glad Boruto is kind of like Naruto in the way he changes people, and I've always liked that about Naruto, and I'm glad they turned that over to Boruto also. But let's talk about the big action in this episode. We've seen that those group of thugs, they had Denki and Boruto and Kagura, and the whole gang had to go get him back, and the Mist Shinobi are stuck in the past thinking that this is the Blood Mist village and that they're a bunch of badasses, but to be honest, they're not. If you've seen, they outnumbered Boruto and his crew and even used a mist, so maybe it might block their vision or something, but Boruto just destroyed them. Shikadai destroyed them. Iwabe was popping off. He was throwing them fists. We had everybody just kicking some Blood Mist ass, and all these kids got put in their place. So the next thing I want to talk about is this peace treaty we see, and just to break this down, the land of water doesn't want to sign a peace treaty with the land of fire, and they're saying they pretty much traveled to the Mist to discuss, like, the Mist doesn't agree with them. They want to keep everything peaceful, and they're saying, like, these nations by the sea, if you don't sign a peace treaty, they're trying to be more powerful because this is where trade happens and stuff like that. But the Mist, they just want to keep everything peaceful, and the Leaf and the Land of Fire, they're just pretty much there discussing that, and the 5th Mizukage is pretty much saying, hey, they're doing their own thing. We're peaceful, our village is popping, we're good. So after that, we seen Boruto and his whole crew, plus Kagura. They were playing, I think it was like Shinobi Bout or something like that. It was like a card game, and they were pretty much just talking, and we seen a new side of Kagura where he's happy, uplifting, he's not so serious at all, and pretty much just leave that to Boruto and everybody. They were just making him feel like a kid or like a teenager again, where he can play games and have fun with other kids in the village. He doesn't have to be so uptight and worried about his past. And I mean, I thought that was really cool. It kind of reminded me of that old school Naruto stuff, but yeah, not a whole lot went on this episode. I mean, it was a good episode, nice animation. The soundtrack was kind of like repetitive, but hey, I mean, it's the soundtrack. It does hype things up, but it's not that big of a deal. So yeah, I mean, I enjoyed this episode. I'd probably give it like a 6 out of 10 or a 7 out of 10, because it was like a meh. It was good, but it wasn't like that blood racing, like blood pumping type hype episode. So, and that's the stuff I live for. I live for those shonen action stuff. But yeah, I mean, pretty decent episode. I'm liking Boruto so far, and I think the manga is a little bit better right now. So if you guys haven't read that, just go check that out. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.
Good.